Hey guys, what's up? Long time no hablo inglés. Yeah. But I'm really excited to do this video because we have a lot to catch up on and it is December 3rd. So I thought it'd be the best time to tell you guys how my November went and just to kind of get back into the groove of things, kind of give you guys a life update on my life update. I just said that. And what's been going on with me and where I've been and where I'm going. Yeah, because I'm nonstop. Yeah, like I don't ever settle. Yeah. So let's start off with the big elephant in the room. I'm back in New York. And I know I didn't give you guys honestly like enough context and enough even like just enough like of anything really. It's a part of my life that I kind of want to share on here, but I also want to keep under wraps. I might put in a couple clips maybe if I decide to during this video and show you guys like where I've actually been and showing you guys like the sites and like where I was living and all that stuff. But let's just first talk real girl talk, okay? And my testimony, because a lot of what this video is going to be about is also my relationship with God and how it's prospered and how it's like manifested into such an amazing the devil's hard at work, no, and how it's shaped my life and changed me. Like seriously, like when I say I am reborn and made new, I'm serious. Like I'm not even joking. So first let's talk about where I've been. I'm gonna keep touching my hair because she's stiff. She gotta get washed. But first let's kind of jump right after my last video. So you guys saw me saying bye to my friends and being sad and honestly having the best time. Like I was on such a high those last few weeks of, you know, before my move, and only because I knew that what I was doing was such an adult thing and I felt like I was moving up in life and I was on like 10. Like I was on 10. When I tell you guys I was on 10, like I was on 10. It was something that okay, my camera died, but yeah. So basically I was moving across state lines with my partner and it was oh.
Oh shit. I remember first.
3, 2, 2, look at this thing.
I know. Oh my god. Little cabinet.
Sorry.
No. Guys, look at my kitchen. Sink, little island. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Little kitchen. Living room. Oh my god. It's so nice. Guest bedroom. Our bedroom. Our bedroom. Oh my gosh. Guys. I can't even believe it. I'm down bad. An experience that like I knew was gonna change my life and I was so excited for it. I was so excited for it. It was something that I literally could not wait. I also missed I also miss my ex-boyfriend so much, and it was something that I was like needs to happen now. Like I need to leave now. And that's where just I was at, like things needed to move faster than they were. So by the last few days I was already so anxious and I was like we need to move this along. Like something needs to happen because I was like this. Yeah, I was like that, yeah. And I was just ready to go. Obviously I was gonna miss my friends, and it was gonna be something that, you know, like I was gonna miss my friends, but like I'm the type of person, like I was ready for my life to start. At least like that life. I was ready for it to start. I was ready for it to just change my life. Like I was ready for the change. I was ready for it all. I was ready for it to, you know, do something. And it did. It did it. It really did. It talk about a change. Talk about a change. Talk about a change. So what happened was, guys, I was only living there for a month. I only lived there for a month. And just to get more on a serious note, like no more sarcastic and no more jokes, because we need to get serious, because this is something that has changed my life. So I built a very anxious attachment style, something that I've never been, something that I never ever experienced. It was such a new territory for me, and it was such an uncomfortable adjustment. I'm getting emotional right now, but it was such an uncomfortable adjustment. Me and the person that I was with were both in these stages of our lives where everything was kind of changing. Everything like wasn't the same, you know, how we, you know, lived our life here. It was something that was a huge adjustment, and I don't even think we gave each other the opportunity to adjust together, because of how uncomfortable the dynamic became. You know, his hours were pretty gruesome, and so a lot of the time I was left on my own, you know, with like the job that he has. And a lot of times I was left on my own, and being alone for like these long periods of time, like don't get me wrong, I love being by myself, but I think also to like expect to live this life with this person and have these routines and these expectations that you thought you would have, and then for them not to happen, really messed with my spirit a lot. And it brought that like anxious attachment style, because I was always just like kind of like, when I would have the time to be with him, I wanted to do everything with him. Like I wanted to go on a run, I wanted to go to the gym with him, because like it was the only time that we could spend together. And he was just very like, you know, I think very overstimulated with his lifestyle, and so when he would get the opportunities to be by himself, he would want to take them. And then there was me, little old me, like, no, you got to spend them with me. And it was just very hard. And I think initially, like it's like I wasn't given the grace, I wasn't given the opportunity to let it pass. And so what ended up happening was that we initially, you know, at first it was like this guy was breaking up with me, like it's like, this is not gonna work, you know, kind of like this like guilt was coming in, where it was like, you know, you're spending all your times alone, and like what's going on. And I was just like kind of like the one that like I wanted to like fight for this relationship, and I wanted to be the person that I would want someone to be for me, and like to not give up so fast. And so that's what initially was happening. Like I was like fighting for this relationship, and it was like really, you know what I mean? And then initially, as soon as I kind of got that like sign that like this person like didn't want me here, I immediately got my stuff and I left. And it was a very like after the initial conversation, I was a wreck. Like I was a mess. Like I was a mess. Like it was something so profound and something so debilitating. Like I mean it was a very, I'm like, I wish I was recording, and I wish I recorded, but it was like obviously not gonna record. But it was such a like the most vulnerable that I've ever been in my life. It was something Like, girl, like, oh my gosh, it was crazy. And I remember, like, once again, I remember at night praying, like, praying for, like, one, I was like praying for this person, you know, because their life was also just taking a turn. And I, you know, obviously, like, I still love this person, and like I didn't, like, yeah, like, we, you know, decided to come to this agreement, but like, do I really want to leave? Like, I don't want to leave. Like, I want there to be some kind of miracle like happen. And I remember just praying for just clarity and strength. I remember praying for just like, I'm like, I'm not gonna cry on camera. I remember just I remember just praying for strength, like just a lot of it, because it was like such a feeling, like I felt like I was gonna break in half. Like, I was like, I've never experienced something so debilitating in my life. Like, I haven't been this heartbroken since freshman year. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is something that, you know, happens when you're young and like you experience your first heartbreak and you're like freaking out. No, like, I'm 23 years old and I'm literally heartbroken. Like, I'm like in bed curling up crazy. Like, I'm heartbroken. And so, guess what? As soon as I left, as soon as I got on my little flight, got on my plane, got home, this trail is really nice. And I wanted to come here. I'm like almost out of breath, jeez. I wanted to come here. It was really, really short. I was like, I'm gonna run on the trail. And it's like, not even, it's like this big. And I still wanted to sit here and talk and reflect on my life and where I've been and where I've yet to go. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been like one of the hardest days of my life currently. I know sometimes it always feels like the hardest day is always gonna be the hardest day, but there's gonna be more. And I think I wanted to look back on this because I do want to post it, because it is something that I want to look back on and know that I got through it. And I think this is, I think, where I'm supposed to be. I've been talking to God these past few days, and I've been trying to listen to what he hasn't been saying, which is what I wish someone would have done for me. And this wasn't like done to me, it was done for me. You know, I like moved and I did this like huge thing, you know, obviously for someone that I love, and I would honestly do it again because I think that's what life is about. You like, you make these decisions and you fall in love and you hope that it's gonna take you somewhere, and then when it doesn't, you're kind of like left with this like openness and this like vulnerability, and like at any time anybody can like prey on that. And I think where I've been open and where I've been wanting to be vulnerable, I've been making room for God and for what he has in store for me. And I think I've just been wanting to be trusting and understand God's will. And as like much as it hurts right now, it's like debilitating almost. It's like preparing me for where I need to be. And I think that makes it all the more enduring. And it's so funny because the last clip was like me in this new place and like with my partner, and we're doing all these amazing things, and like in the next 48 hours my whole life took a complete turn. And isn't that the way life goes? Life has a funny freaking way of just doing things, huh? And I just want to say to future me, when you watch this, because this is who I do it for, I want you to know that you did everything you could to make your situation work, whether anybody thinks otherwise. And you endured like the fear and the loneliness and the uncertainty and the constant conversations that weren't getting anywhere to make your situation feel better. And you never kind of got the reassurance that you wanted, and that's okay. It doesn't make the person that you were with a bad person. Sometimes people just don't have the mental capacity to understand, and the reality is different than yours, but it doesn't make it any less true and factual. And I think it's worse to have broken up with someone, to have been broken up with, even if you guys came to this mutual conclusion to end things, that I think it makes it worse to have ended things on a good note, because it just makes, there's no room to like hate someone. But I think being angry would have been so exhausting, and I think being accepting and being forgiving is better. And you have so many new opportunities coming your way, and you're gonna look at this and you're gonna be like, that was something, but I'm still here. And
I would love to go over some of the next steps with you. So I am going to send you a formal offer through email with all the details of our call today.
And I still have my family and friends, and I still have love all around me, and I hope you never lose sight of the love that you already have around, whether it's platonic or it's whatever the case may be. You still have so much love around you, and I never want you to lose sight of that, and I hope you haven't. And it's so beautiful here, like actually so gorgeous, and I'm so grateful to be here. And I'm like all up in the camera, but I need y'all to understand, I'm so grateful to be here, honestly. And I love the person that I was with, and I don't know, I'm still gonna cry about it and feel this like ache in my chest, but I think that's a good thing, right? You've like done this amazing thing, you've like loved, and you've did something that not many people would be able to do, to move across the stage just like that. And nobody even has the guts to leave Brooklyn or the Bronx or Queens. No one even has the guts, and you did, and I commend you for your bravery. That's how you want to see it. So I'm done with my reflecting. You guys can laugh at me and do whatever you want. Sad girl time is over. Look at my nails, still fucking cute. Look at me, still cute. Okay, you know it, you see it, I believe it. There was this like, and I remember because my friends were telling me, they were like, why aren't you upset? And I'm like, what? They're like, why aren't you like more upset? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I cried so much. I feel like I cried. Sorry. I feel like I cried so much, and I literally sweat everything out. Like, I was just like, what is there left to say? What is there left to say? You understand? Like, what is there left to feel? So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like the last few days when I was with him, we were like back to who we used to be. Like, we were joking, I wasn't crying, being a mess. We were joking, we were like having a good time. Like, the things we should have been doing in those last days, we should have been doing as soon as we got there. But no. And as soon as I got home, it was like I just got this like calm before the storm. And I was calm, but it was kind of like God was preparing me. And he was preparing me well. Because I remember, I still, till this day, I'm getting emotional again. I still remember, till this day, I pray every night. And I used to pray every night. But it's like such a huge, vast difference to how I pray now, to how I prayed before. I feel like now when I pray, it's like, I'm like, I let go of everything, and I let God, I trust God, God's will. He's so good. Nothing that he does is for bad. Everything he does is for good. And I just remember, once again, crying. I was crying so much. And I remember praying, and I remember feeling this like I like have goosebumps. Oh my god. I remember getting this like feeling of just like a boulder was just like lifted from my body, and I felt like 100,000,000,000,000,000,000,000% lighter. It was so insane. And I remember just sitting there and like feeling God's presence and just feeling this peace. Peace to where I was in my life. Peace to where I'm able to look at my life not through a lens of failed things or girl. God, give me strength to continue. Not through a lens of like failed things, but through a lens of things that I was able and grateful for to experience and accomplish and do. And not many people can say that they finally left New York to like build this whole new life, and not many people can say that they tried. And I can say that with 100% certainty that I tried, and I did something that not even the 1% can do. So to like look at it through a lens from that, and to also look at it through a lens, right, even now looking back, like I experienced this so that I can be where I am now. And where I am now, child, where I am now, I feel so like, I feel so good. I feel so aligned to where I want to go, who I want to be. I feel like before I had like goals, but I never like actually like wrote them down, or not actually like envisioned things for myself. Like I'm like, oh, like yeah, I'm gonna have those things eventually, because why wouldn't I? But now it's kind of like, no, I'm gonna have those things by any means necessary, and it's gonna happen. Yes. Like very firm. Like I'm more firm with the things I want now. I'm more like gonna go get it. Like I don't care. And I am still very much I'm just like, I'm not closed off to like anything. Like, you think heartbreak, you'd be like, ugh, I'm never gonna talk to nobody ever again. Like, I'm closed off. I don't want to chit chat with nobody. Don't pull me to the side. No. That's not where I am, even though I'm not looking for nothing. But I'm also, like I said, the relationship I've built with God right now is where I know anything he got for me is good. And anything ordained by him and anything from his will, yes, I will accept. Thank you. And I kind of wanted to share that with you guys because I need you guys to understand where I am in my life and who I am. And I'm also starting a whole new journey, and I will talk about that later on. I know I just got a whole lot of things. I feel like I come on this page and I got something new going on, and then I disappear, and then I come back, and then I disappear. And honestly, this is like my diary here on YouTube. I also have another diary, more personal, more like little spicy bits that YouTube can't see. YouTube is more of like the, I don't know, it's like, I don't know. But I kind of wanted to share that with you guys and just how God has completely changed my life. And I also can share another thing with you guys. I am on my second day of, my second to last day on the Daniel fast, which is a biblical fast if you guys haven't heard of it. It's basically a 3-day fast where you don't consume any sugar, any meat, basically just like kind of being vegan, but no coffee, no matcha, none of that. It's literally like just water. I've been eating, you know, whole grains. Like I had an oatmeal this morning for breakfast. Last night I had a protein shake. My protein powder that I do use is just literally, you have to honestly look at the ingredients. You have to make sure that there's no added sugars in anything that you're eating, no dairy products. I had to switch out my protein shake with water instead of milk. No honey. I usually use honey for my protein shakes. No honey. I only use peanut butter, my fruit, and water and my protein mix. And honestly, it tasted the same. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy that it tasted the same. And like before that, I was like low-key like, damn, like it's gonna taste different without the milk, like no honey. And it tasted the same. And I was just like, God, you're so good. Like, you're so, I lost space on my memory card, but I was like, God, you're so good. Like, this tastes the same. I'm not missing out on nothing. I'm not missing out on nothing. Like, I'm not. Like, it tasted the same. There's a word in there. Yes, yes. And then tomorrow, I end it at 6:30 p.m. And honestly, like, I had a headache all day. Like, I had a headache all day last night. I was, like, losing my mind. And I think it was just, like, I was getting sick. Like, I'm, like, a little congested. It's been really cold. And my head was pounding, 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 pounding. And the minute I start talking about him, it's gone. It's gone. I was like, God, give me the strength to, like, get up, do my makeup, talk about this, you know, give my testimony of how you transformed me. Please give me the strength, God. Please. And he did. He gave me the strength. I swept my room. I cleaned my room. And I'm here talking to you guys. Come on. Come on. So, I'm really excited to just try to get back into my YouTube groove. I've been working nonstop, guys. I've been working nonstop. Nonstop. I have been blessed to have 2 jobs since I've been back, which is another part of why I'm so eternally grateful, because I could not find, I got basically laid off from my job that I had in Arizona, And you know, they were gonna help me, you know, if you need help with resumes and stuff, like, we can help you, and you know, we got you. And I was like, okay, good, thanks. But I was like applying to jobs over there, y'all. I had like 2 interviews, like three callbacks, nothing. I was like, honestly, my interviews were so good. They were top notch. Like, I was the best candidate for the job. But I did not get it. Like, I did not, for the sake of me, I don't know why I didn't get these jobs. Like, I don't understand. As soon as I come back, like 2 days before I come back, I get my old job back. I asked for my job back and I got it instantly. I asked for my old job back. And then I got an interview that same week for another job. And I got it the same day of my interview. And I was like, God, you've been working this whole time for this moment. You wanted me to have this moment. Because I was praying for a job so badly. And not only did he give me 1, he gave me 2. So I've just been working. Like, I've been working nonstop, getting my cash. Yes, I've not been playing. I come home super late though. Like, I don't even have time to go to the gym. But I can't complain. Like, because this is what I wanted, right? So I've just been working, being girly, and like looking fly and listening to my music and praying every day. And that's just where I've been. Like, that's just where I've been. I don't go out. I gave up drinking. I gave up all types of stuff. I just gave up a lot in my life. I gave up clubbing. Like, I don't want none of that. I don't care. No me interesa. No me interesa. Teresa. Because I don't care. Like, it doesn't fulfill me. It doesn't. Guess what died, guys? Well, guess what lost some space? My memory card. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to let you guys know where I've been, what I've been doing, and all the things that I'm just super excited for. This new year is gonna be so amazing. Guys, I like can't speak about it yet because it's like still in the works and anything can happen, but I'm so excited to like start this new journey with you guys. And I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do this for a pretty long time, even before I moved, but obviously there was just a lot of things in the way that I kind of cared about more first. But now, since I got the time, who gonna stop me? Nobody. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you've come this far, comment no me interesa. Comment no me interesa, which means I'm not interested in English if you don't know Spanish. Comment I'm not interested. Oh my God, that'd be so funny. Cause like, oh my God, if you like didn't watch the video and like someone writes that in the comments, like I'm not interested, like that's so funny. That's actually so funny. Like, can y'all do that please for me? That's so funny. Okay, I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip.